In this short film, I'm going to be sampling the best of West Turkmenistan, from the staggering natural wonders to reminders of the Russian past, both joyful and dark. And finally, I'll be hitting the seaside. This is the Caspian port once known as Krasnovodsk. Welcome to Turkmenbashi. The settlement was founded by the Russians, who established a fort here in 1869. They christened it Krasnovodsk, from Krasnaya, voda, red water, from the reflections of the red cliffs in the Caspian Sea, particularly visible at dawn from my portside hotel, the brand new Silk Road. Most visitors fly here, as I did, but you can arrive by road across the desert, by sea on the occasional ferry from Baku, or by train from Ashgabat. The last option is definitely the most romantic, as you alight at the exquisite 19th century tsarist railway station. In my opinion, probably the most beautiful station in the whole of Central Asia. The railway was the catalyst for the development of the area, as until it arrived in 1896, the Russian fort had almost no communication with the rest of Central Asia. The isolation, lack of fresh water, and very high summer temperatures made it a very unpopular posting. Luckily, it's a far more pleasant place to live these days. Also from the Tsarist period, you'll find the St. Michael the Archangel Church. This unusual octagonal church is still a place of worship, although the remaining Russian population in the town is very small. From the Soviet period, little has changed of the imposing oilmen's palace of culture in the central square, or the surrounding buildings on what was Kirov Street. And nearby, you'll find the 100 Years Monument, erected in 1969. Krasnovodsk was hugely important in the Second World War, as during the Stalingrad siege it was the only port linking the Caucasus with the rest of the country. From the Eastern Front, Japanese prisoners of war were brought here and put to work, building much of the town centre, including the oilman's palace. It must have been a miserable existence for the Japanese prisoners of war, thousands of miles from a home that many of them would never see again. The town now carries the name Turkmenbashi, meaning Father of the Turkmen, in honour of the first president of the independent republic. Naturally, the busiest location in town is the bazaar. Obviously, given its location on the Caspian Sea, Turkmenbashi has a great fish market.
As you can see, I'm holding wheatgrass here. Wheatgrass is really important for no rules Bayram, no rules holiday in our country, because if no rules in our culture, it means spring.
Protection from the evil eye. Now, I just need a few provisions for our trip out into the desert this afternoon, because where we're going, there are no facilities whatsoever. Heading east, it doesn't take long for the trappings of civilization to disappear, and for you to be reminded that the vast majority of Turkmenistan, 70%, is comprised of desert. The Karakum, meaning black sands. Our destination is the Yangykala Canyon, around 3 hours' drive from Turkmenbashi, along one of the worst roads in Central Asia. Well, after a long and bone-shattering drive through the desert, we have reached Turkmenistan's greatest natural wonder. Well, the drive isn't exactly comfortable, but it's worth every bump in the road. It's just breathtaking. For the last 30 miles, we've basically just been driving across the bed of a prehistoric sea. Yangykala means fiery fortress. The cliffs and ravines were carved out of limestone 5.5 million years ago by the disappearing Tethys Sea. Apparently when you're here, it's the done thing to stand on the crocodile's mouth, or alligator's mouth, a narrow ledge that could crack at any moment. So I nominated Mekan for this particular photo shoot. If you want to see the colours at dusk and dawn, then some tour groups organise overnight camps by the cliff edge. Driving back, you occasionally pass a lonely settlement, but barely anyone lives in the Karakum, a feature which suits the camels just fine. Now, talking of places that are deserted, at least according to Western media, our next stop is the seaside resort of Awaza near Turkmenbashi. Now bear in mind that I am visiting at the end of March, when temperatures in the Middle East are already climbing high. Now there's a very good reason why Awaza is empty at this time of the year, and that's because it's absolutely freezing.
It's always cold and windy in Balkan state, and because we are really close to Caspian Sea, and this is the western part of our country. It's always cold, rainy, and in the winter you can see a lot of snow here.
Awaza is a national tourist zone. Over 20 large hotel complexes are connected by 6-lane highways along with amusement parks, but it's all more or less closed for at least 6 months a year due to the climate. From a free market point of view, of course, it does not make any sense. But Turkmenistan is a planned economy, and the government wanted to create a resort for its people. In the height of summer, it's buzzing, although international tourists are currently banned from staying here, probably because of the Western bloggers claiming that it's a weird ghost town. So that's a snapshot of Western Turkmenistan. Now I'm off to the east, back to Ashgabat, and then on to Mari and the ancient Silk Road city of Merv. Join me